Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about these new TJ-exclusive PlastiX skates. These are a pretty unique and different experience from any other type of dot skate that I've used in the past, like Obsidian Pros or Jade Dots. I have already uploaded an unboxing and installation video that I'll link in the description below. As shown there, these skates come with alcohol pads to clean the bottom of your mouse when changing your skates. And though the performance can vary depending on what surface you're using, I'm gonna talk about my experience with different types of surfaces that I normally use. First off, we're gonna start with the Glassworks Kazami, which is my most recent purchase. It's an extremely smooth glass surface, so we're still talking about a fast glass surface, but definitely more controlled compared to other glass pads like the Wallhack 4.0, for example. So, to compare it to the average PTFE skates, the best way to describe how they feel on glass. So, these are a harder material, which is going to give you a very balanced glide with no risk of slipping. So in terms of raw speed, you won't be able to notice that much of a difference, but you can clearly see that these will provide a more solid stopping power compared to the others. What I have here right now are Jade skates, my PlastiX skates, and Obsidian Pros on this LA1. So the main difference between these three is basically stopping power, because we're gonna have good stopping power on the PlastiX skates, almost no stopping power on the Jades, like very low stopping power on the Jades, and pretty high stopping power on the Obsidian Pros, which are basically slower Obsidians. Another big difference is that when applying pressure on the mouse, PTFE skates usually tend to slow down on glass as well, but it's definitely not the case for the PlastiX because of the harder material. So if you're somebody who likes to push into pads a lot, since PTFE is usually a softer type of skates, they're gonna feel muddier, whereas these ones just maintain their consistency. So we could compare them to the Obsidian Pros, which we have here, for example. The Obsidian Pros are just slower Obsidian dots, so I won't be showing you both because I don't really have any normal Obsidian dots here. So the Obsidian Pros, they do offer really smooth and fast glide overall, but when you apply weight on these ones, you can feel that they're getting muddier. You can get a greater sense of control and stopping power than you do on the TJ PlastiX skates. But the problem with that, the downside of that, is that they're gonna make your glide slower, inconsistent. So with the PlastiX dots, you get a very consistent, incredibly consistent glide, while still maintaining a decent stopping power. When trying them on cloth pads, I do feel like on the Curse Samurai, for example, that the PTFE skates usually feel quicker, and you do get a faster and less controlled glide. On this pad, the TJ-exclusive skates, they feel slightly slower and just overall much more controlled, so you still get a really smooth performance, but these absolutely feel like a much more controlled and less slippery experience on top of a cloth surface. Unfortunately, I do not own a Cerapad Kin, which is TJ-exclusive's ceramic mousepad, which is supposed to be a controlled glass mousepad, so I cannot try them on their own mousepad, but I've seen many reviews about it, saying that they're a really amazing couple. I have a Skypad 3.0 that I could use, but honestly, I haven't felt that much of a difference of the skates themselves on the pad from the Kazami. Of course, the pads are very different, but the skates perform the same on glass. Let's talk instead about something that truly shocked me when I saw it. So the TJX PlastiX skates have the longest durability ever seen in skates. They are basically what we could say the glass pads of skates. In this graph that I'll leave on screen, you can see the difference in wear between normal skates and PlastiX. What do you think? I was pretty blown away by this at first, but when I tried them, I realized that you can actually tell how much more solid they are, like how much harder the material is, as said before. So you can find more info about this in their own blog post. I'll leave a link in the description as well. So my conclusions on these skates is that by now, they have been the most solid I've tried for glass surfaces. Jades, I think, still stand undefeated on cloth for me, but these definitely performed well on cloth too. So I'll leave a link in the description to their official website. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, subscribe, and share this with whoever you think needs help choosing their skates. I am finally back with videos, so you can expect me to be uploading next week, because right now I have COVID, so I can't. But until then, happy gliding!